Hey, what's up guys, Bajheera here. So this is a leg workout that even just editing it right now almost made me a little bit sick to my stomach. This was a pretty intense leg workout, but that being said, I think for a while now, leg day has been my most intense workout. I mean, obviously, I think that's the case for a lot of people. But especially since I've been getting a little bit more food in me, I've been able to really push my limits in terms of what I used to be able to do, and I'm definitely feeling strong right now. I haven't hit any like new 1-rep maxes. I feel like I'm ready for that, but I haven't been going for that sort of lifting. I'm bringing you guys into a couple. I guess this is the end of my warm-up sets. I would say I usually do a couple, you know, squats with body weight, and then I'll do some with the bar, and I'll do some with 45s, and then 185, and then that right there was 205. And then once I start to get to 225, that's when I feel like my working sets really begin. And if you guys are familiar with my leg day videos, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you'll know that back when I was dieting, when I was keeping my calories a little bit lower even, I was kind of struggling to get like 6 good reps of 225. But if you've been watching my leg day videos recently, hopefully you've been noticing that I've been, like, in my opinion, crushing squats. I know that there's people who are way stronger than me out there, you know, and that's absolutely fine with me. But since I am interested in my progress within the context of myself, I am very proud to be, you know, being able to hit 225 for like sets of 10, and that's awesome for me. And not only 225, you know, on days where I'm feeling good, I can go for 235 for sets of 10 and just absolutely blast these squats, and that feels really good to me. I'm using leg day as an opportunity to channel some pretty powerful intensity into a positive thing. Now, that being said, like, these leg days definitely hurt. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm really pushing myself mentally, pushing myself physically. Now, I was a distance runner for a long time, and I never really felt like I was gonna puke, even after like really hardcore workouts. Sometimes during my leg workouts, I can get that feeling where it's like, okay, this is what it feels like when people talk about, you know, they might want to puke during their workouts. Not like I actually would, but you know, I can get that. I can get to that level where I'm really putting my body up against some serious barriers that I'm mentally encouraging myself to push past, and that feels good to me. I like that. That's one of my favorite things about the gym, about training in general, is being able to reach what feels like barriers and challenging yourself to push past them and finding out that you can most of the time. You know, of course, you're gonna find situations where you're going for a new 1-rep max and you just don't quite have it that day, or you know, when you're just at the gym at all and you're like, you know what, I'm not really feeling it today. That's what happens. But you know, one of the fun things is that some days you get to the gym and you're not really feeling it, and then you just decide that you're gonna have a badass workout anyway, and that's a great feeling too. And I think that's one of the most important things that the gym teaches me, and hopefully maybe even teaches you guys, is it gives you, I talked about this before, I think, it gives you a safe environment to try out pushing past, you know, limitations that you feel like you have, and having the experience of willing yourself to push past those limitations, and having that sort of setup become something that's natural to you. You know, reaching a challenge, confronting that challenge, overcoming it, that's a good feeling, and that's one of my favorite things about the gym. So when I find myself, you know, at under 245 pounds of weight, and I'm able to squat that 8 times, you know, don't always go into that thinking you're gonna be able to do that 8 times, but you know, you will yourself to finish that set, and that feels good. So I was feeling pretty strong today, so I went ahead and threw on some 275s. I wouldn't always go all the way up to the like kind of low weights that the low reps, high weights that I'm doing right now. But I was feeling good that day. I wanted to exert, and so I did. So I went ahead and did. I think I did 2 sets of 275. I'm not sure if I recorded both of them, but I did some sets of 275, and I was still feeling. Yeah. Okay, I did do 2 sets of 275. That's good. That's good. So I did 2 sets of 275, and then instead of going to 295 or something like that, as you'll see in the next clip, I went ahead and just bumped it right at the 315. Now, 315 was as high as I went that day. Like I said, I'm not really interested in setting new 1-rep maxes, but when you look at this rep of 315, it felt real smooth. It felt really good. And I decided not to get cute. I decided not to push past that, just because I felt like, you know, I had done all that I needed to do this workout and more. I was very, very happy with being able to absolutely crush weights that I had not been able to do that many reps with before. You know, hammer every single set, do 275 for 4 twice, and then just the 315 isn't really like trying to set a new max or anything. It's just like, you know what, this used to be a big deal to me, and every time I do 315, it feels a little bit easier. So when I say that I feel like I have a new 1-rep max in me, this is why. I mean, drop down to just powers right up. It feels really good. Very confident with that lift, you know, and I think that it's pretty soon to be time for me to start trying to push past the 335, which is my all-time max for squat. But keep in mind, like, I don't lift for 1-rep maxes. I've said that a couple times this video, but it's still something that interests me. You know, it's fun to lift heavy weight. It's fun to like I said earlier, it's fun to confront challenges and overcome them, even if it's a 1-rep max. But what I've been focusing on mainly recently is my my sort of anywhere from 8 to 12 rep limit. But you can do some pretty substantial weight in that 8 to 12 rep range, and that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that for pretty much all of my workouts. But I talked about this before. You know, it's moderate weight, moderate reps for me. That's where I feel like I get the most gains during a bulk, and that's where I feel the best even when I'm dieting. Now, sometimes when I'm dieting, I can't just, you know, hammer out the volume that I like so much, but sometimes I can, and I respond well to volume. It makes me feel good. I feel like I get the sort of the feeling of the workout that I want, and I feel like I grow well with volume, and it feels really good to be able to hammer out, you know, moderate weight, moderate reps. I mean, weight that's beginning to be like what used to be heavy weight for me, like a 6-rep weight is now my like 10-rep weight, and that's awesome. I'm so happy about that, and that's a good way that you know, to track my own progress. And I feel like that's something I'm really proud of, is that instead of necessarily doing like, you know, just continue to do 6 reps and bumping up the weight, I'm doing that same weight. I'm just hammering it out for, you know, almost twice the reps. I feel like I probably could do 12 reps of 225. And that's awesome for me. I'm so proud, and I'm really happy with how well things are going. And it's definitely, you know, getting more food in is awesome, but I'm not eating so much that I'm putting on a ton of body fat. I'm definitely gonna gain some body fat. I think I'm weighing, like last time I weighed myself, I think I was like 211, which is pretty cool, you know. But there's like a substantial amount of water fluctuation and all that. But all in all, things are going well, and this leg day was absolutely brutal. But like I said, it feels good to get in the gym, get in a safe environment where you can really test yourself and push yourself to the limit, and have it be a positive thing. And definitely encourage you guys to give that effort. You know, sometimes people talk about motivation and, you know, they don't have good workouts, but a lot of that is, you know, the more you put in, the more you get out of it. So if you're willing to gut it out and push through that feeling of malaise when you get to the gym, you just might end up having one of your best workouts. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!